Hello students. Today, we will be discussing the chemical reactions. But before we go any further, let's quickly recall what we have learned so far. In our previous lessons, we studied elements, what they are and how they differ. We also learned about the periodic table, how elements are arranged using the periodic law. Then we explored periodic trends and diagonal relationships, how the properties of elements change across periods and down groups. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to define what a chemical reaction is, identify the signs that show when a chemical reaction has taken place, name and describe the basic types of chemical reactions, with examples. Now let's dive into our topic for today. Have you ever seen a firework explode in the sky? Or watched a cake rise in the oven? That's chemistry in action. Those are chemical reactions. Chemical reactions are happening all around us every moment, in cooking, roasting, breathing, digestion, and even in the shining of the stars. A chemical reaction is a process in which one or more substances, called reactants, are changed into new substances, called products. During a chemical reaction, the atoms rearrange themselves to form new combinations with new properties. It's like taking Lego bricks apart and rebuilding them into something completely different. How to know when a chemical reaction has happened? Color change. For example, when iron rusts, its color changes from gray to reddish-brown. Temperature change. The reaction may give off heat, exothermic, or absorb heat, endothermic. Gas formation. You may notice bubbles or fizzing. For instance, when vinegar reacts with baking soda, a solid appears in the liquid mixture. This solid is called a precipitate. Light or sound. Some reactions release light or make sound, like fireworks or explosions. Each of these shows that a new substance has been formed, and that is what makes it a chemical reaction. Now let's learn the 4 basic types of chemical reactions you need to know. 1. Combination or synthesis reaction. 2 or more substances combine to form one new substance. Example. Hydrogen gas combines with oxygen gas to form water. 2. Decomposition reaction. One compound breaks down into 2 or more simpler substances. Example. Water breaks down into hydrogen and oxygen gases when electricity passes through it. 3. Single displacement, or replacement, reaction. One element replaces another in a compound. Example. When zinc reacts with hydrochloric acid, it forms zinc chloride and releases hydrogen gas. 4. Double displacement reaction. 2 compounds exchange parts to form 2 new compounds. Example. Sodium chloride reacts with silver nitrate to form sodium nitrate and silver chloride. Real-life examples. When you cook food, digest meals, strike a match, or even breathe, chemical reactions are taking place. Every color change, smell, or gas formed shows that something new is being created. Now, here are your assignments. What is a chemical reaction? Give 3 examples of chemical reactions that occur in everyday life. List and explain the 4 major types of chemical reactions. In today's lesson, we learned that a chemical reaction is a process where reactants change into new products with new properties. Chemical reactions can be identified by changes such as color, temperature, gas formation, precipitate formation, or light and sound. There are 4 main types of chemical reactions. Combination reaction, where 2 or more substances form one product. Decomposition reaction, where one compound breaks into simpler substances. Single displacement reaction, where one element replaces another in a compound. And last but not the least, double displacement reaction, where 2 compounds exchange parts to form new compounds. Chemical reactions are all around us, in nature, in the lab, and even inside our bodies. Understanding them helps us see how matter changes and how new substances are formed. In our next lesson, we'll go deeper into balancing chemical equations. Thank you for your time, and bye for now.